Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with Channel Disturbance. This is a KV-2 Tier 6 Soviet heavy tank. It's located on the south spawn of Lakeville and it's under the command of Marky 12. Well, last time we saw this tank it was actually in Kharkov, and I think he had 2 marks of excellence on the barrel on that occasion. Suddenly he's actually only got 1 now, so maybe the games are the other way round. Anyway, he's got to the town with his howitzer. It's a 152mm howitzer capable of doing 910 alpha with a penetrating shot, and it will go through 86mm of armour, and it's got a burst radius of 3.66 meters. The unfortunate thing is it's also got a rather long reload, 18.99 seconds, near enough 19 seconds, and that means that once this tank, which is basically an Arty built in a tank, once it's fired, it's got a long wait before it can reload, and that means the enemy can really get at it. So you need to play carefully to avoid being taken out of the game whilst you're reloading. You need some cover to avoid the enemy return fire, but usually when it aims at a target and fires, if the player is good enough and can dial in on the target, he can get a kill with just 1 shot. The famous Stronk tank, as Jingles calls it. And this is the coronavirus quarantine tank, which was created by Sir Rusty for us to do the coronavirus event. Yes, it says made in China, play World of Tanks on the back. Well, that's what I hope most of you were doing during the lockdown. Well, he's taking his log with him. Yes, every tank should have its log. Except, of course, he seems to have a log almost, well, it's rather sticking out the front of the vehicle. Wargaming, you need to get your physics sorted out. Well, there goes the KV-2's health. Should we see that again? I think we want to see that one again. Just me, gratuitous violence, I'm afraid. Yep, coming up to the corner. KV-2 pokes his nose out and oh, hello! 867 hit points of damage. The Carnarvon went too far out and he's taken 3 rounds from the enemy and lost nearly a third of his health. Now he's lost half his health, more than half. Now you see that Marky was very careful to pull back the moment he fired to avoid any return fire. But the enemy seems to be moving through the town lower level. So I think Marky's going to try and intercept them as they come around that corner. That 45 TP seems to be retreating. Is there something he can shoot at? He doesn't want to fire at that pole because it could actually set the round off. I'm not sure if it will actually set the sound off, but obviously it will set off on fences. Well, he gets a nice hit there on the IS-2 for 273 hit points. But of course he's got to reload now. The 45 TP just killed the Jagdpanzer on our team. There's a Lerverd's very low hit points, only a short distance away. But the problem is that in order to get to him, we've got to drive over there. Oh, now this is interesting. The KV-2 is there, but, or the wreck of the KV-2, but there's also a T-34 Black. Okay, we've got to watch out for that Firefly 5C. He's off on the lake road, across the lake, and he can shoot into the town when Marky's moving through it. So he needs to be careful, and I think he's going to fire at that T-34 Black as soon as he comes around that corner and then pull back immediately. And I think the T-34 knows that Marky's here. Remember, he's only got a 120mm gun, that T-34. So although he can do a lot of damage, he's not invulnerable. There you go. He's lost 861 hit points from that shot alone, and now he's a 1 shot for anyone. You could ram him to death. He's only got 49 hit points. We've got an IS-2 just a short distance away. I'm sure he'll finish off that T-34B if he can get the chance. Okay, Monkey's turning around. There's nobody behind him as far as he can work out. T-34B did go down to the 45 TP, but he's lost some hit points as well. It appears that, oh, he's been taken out by the enemy T-3485, so watch out, Marky. There's the lever. Oh, lovely. Unfortunately, didn't get a hit there, and we just got tracked by the T-34. Didn't lose any hit points, but the Progetto is coming down, and I have a sneaking suspicion that he might poke his nose around the corner, try and fire a few rounds in. Oh! Well, we helped somebody to kill the lever. It was the ISU 152K. Marky appears to want to try a different approach, and that's usually a good move, because if the enemy knows where you are and you change your position, they might expect you to come from that old position and suddenly get surprised. Well, he's going to turn around and go back up that way. I think he's suspicious that the enemy Progetto is going to go down around the north route. No. Yeah, he's very suspicious that the enemy's going to be around the corner. A lot of Arty players like the KV-2 simply because it is basically an Arty, a horizontal Arty. And yes, there is a Progetto around this corner. Hello. Goodbye. 336, but he did take 2 rounds. One of which was blocked and the other one penetrated. 240 hit points. Where did it go through? Oh, it went through the gun mantlet. Ouch. Okay, it's reloaded. Side scraping out. Progetto is giving us part of him to work with. 378, but we took 2 rounds and we lost 474 out of that. So that was a bad exchange. But it does allow our teammate in the ARL V39 to move up, and the Progetto, well, he's had to back away because that ARL could finish his day. And I think now it's Marky's turn to come around the corner and blast the Progetto to pieces. Progetto's watching the ARL. There's still that T-3485 to our left. But say goodnight, Mr. Progetto. Yep, that's a kill. Unfortunately, we're now down to 9 hit points because he allowed the Progetto to shoot him. But he's got 3k of actual damage, blocked 500, and stunned 633 of assist. So he might actually have the high caliber. There's only 6 enemies remaining, but he's got basically no hit points of damage left to play with. So I think he's going to have to be very cautious from now on. The enemy seems to be holding our guys at bay. Oh, there's the KV-2 he hit earlier. Yeah, they're holding our guys at bay in the town, in the valley rather, not in the town. It's a T-28 prototype in the valley. It's been holding those guys back for ages, but it looks like they finally got through the bottleneck and killed him. Marky's very reluctant to go around some of these corners because there might be an enemy tank waiting. He's going to wait, I think, for that ARL B39 to move up, and then he should spot whoever's there. There's a Dicamax up near the corner. Oh, he's got a shot! But only briefly did he get a shot. Dicamax is pulling back. There's a T-3485. Is that one of the ones he's hit? No shot. And he's out the game. There's only 2 left. It's both Arty, and I think he's now going to be racing as fast as he possibly can towards them, but Yeah, I don't think he's going to get there in time. Looks like one of them managed to shotgun our Leo. But that M44 is going to be on reload now for 15 seconds. And, well, there you go. He's out the game. So, not a bad game. Tactical game there by Marky. But he did survive with just 9 hit points. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Well, it's an ace tanker for Marky 12 in the KV-2. He got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 10 in this one, slightly less than the last one. A 5 for effect for doing more damage than the hit points for his own vehicle. And he did get the high caliber for dealing the most damage in the game. Let's have a look at the team score. Well, there you go, 3,113 hit points of damage. The next high scorer in this game was actually that Progetto. He was very dangerous, 2,759 hit points, and a lot of that belonged to Marky. The next high scorer was the ISU 152K with 2,005 hit points. When it came to kills, it was the T44 and the Leo did the best with 3 kills apiece, 2 kills for the ISU 152K and the T3485 on the enemy team. Marky only got the 1 kill in that game. And when it came to base XP, it was Marky, 1,316 to him, 816 goes to the Leo, and 743 to the IS-22. He fired 7 rounds, got 6 direct hits and 3 penetrations, 3 splash. Damage of 3,113 hit points, all of it at close range. Received 6 hits from the enemy. 4 of them were penetrations and, well, I'm afraid most of them, in fact all of them I believe, actually came from the Progetto. 2 of them were non-penetrations. I think those came from the other tanks that fired at him. 560 hit points of damage blocked by the armour. 4 enemy vehicles damaged, 1 killed, and 633 hit points of spotting assist. On a premium count, he earned 36,283 credits, and after repair, ammunition, resupply, and consumables, he took away 24,235 credits profit. He received 1,316 XP, but there was something additional there because he actually took away 1,974 experience points altogether. So not a bad game there for Marky 12 in the KV2. I think they are the other way around. The previous game he was also in duel, I believe, but since then he's been playing his KV2 hard and he has actually managed to get 2 marks on the barrel. So let's see how he gets on in his next battle in the KV2. If you enjoyed this replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel. And thanks for watching.